Hi, it's Nicole, and today I'm going to be looking at books that I read from Argentina in January for Invisible Cities. So the first book that I read, or rather listened to in January from Argentina for Invisible Cities was Things We Lost in the Fire by Mariana Enríquez, translated by Tanya Eby, and I don't remember the narrator for the audiobook, but I'll try to remember to leave that down below in the description box. I feel really bad about this one because it was just okay for me, and I think for most other people that read it, they're really wowed by it, and a lot of the people that I know who really love it have excellent taste, and I really respect their opinions, so I'm inclined to think that it's just me, it's just my taste, it just didn't work that well for me. But this is a collection of dark short stories with possibly a bit of magic realism, but not super low, it's just smidge. And I don't know, I mean, it was fine, but I felt like the author was wanting me to feel certain things, or I don't know, wanting to not shock me, maybe a little bit, I don't know, I just felt like this is so hard to explain, because it's not like I felt like the writing was manipulative or anything like that, but it just felt like I was too aware of being told a story, I guess, or I don't know, I was too aware of something, I don't know, I wasn't pulled in enough, and I wasn't, it just didn't work for me, I don't know, it was fine, I didn't have a problem with it, I didn't dislike it, but I also didn't feel as wowed as I know a lot of other people were, and that was kind of a shame to me, because I really wanted to be like really wowed, and more importantly, I also am still on a quest to read more women in translation, and it just always feels like a bit of a shame for me when something that should tick all the boxes for me doesn't quite work for me. But there's that. I mean, that I can only be honest about my feelings, can't I? I mean, a few of the stories did work better for me than others, and some of them pulled me in a lot more than others. But I don't really have much else to say about that, unfortunately. But you know, that's just how it is sometimes. Other books that I wanted to get around to from Argentina, and I feel like I should mention this because I only ended up finishing one book from Argentina, were Anything by César Aira, because I read The Little Buddhist Monk on Matthew's suggestion. That one was translated by Nick Caistor, and I really loved that book. It just really fitted my tastes really well, and except for that last chapter, which, I mean, I'm not gonna give any spoilers or anything, but I just like to pretend that last chapter didn't exist because it just wasn't working for me. But the entire rest of the book I really loved, and I think I get on really well with his writing style, so that I wanted to get to something from him, but I think I deprioritized him and wanted to try a new author that I hadn't read something from yet for Argentina, so that's why I went with Mariana Enríquez, and I wouldn't be opposed to reading something else by her as well, just, you know, to clear that up and stuff. But I know that if I read something else by César Aira, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, I will probably get on with it quite well. And indeed, I have started reading Birthday by César Aira, translated by Chris Andrews, and I am getting on with that pretty well. So, surprise, surprise, the authors I thought I liked, I do like. So hopefully I will be able to finish that before the end of the month. If I don't, I'll just keep reading it into February and I'll eventually finish it. And the chances are high that I will like it. I had also considered reading The Literary Conference by César Aira, translated by Katherine Silver, and I will probably get around to that at some point as well. And then when I was on Scribd looking for Birthday, I came across Comemadre. I don't know if I'm pronouncing any of this stuff right. I don't speak Spanish. Comemadre by Roque, Larraquy, and translated by Heather Cleary. That is one that I looked on Scribd and saw the cover and then saw that the author was Argentinian, I'm pretty sure, unless I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm just gonna cut this out. And that was it. I was like, this looks like it's for me, based on the cover. So those are the other books from Argentina that I was thinking about getting around to, and I just didn't get around to yet. But I thought they were worth mentioning anyway, even though I don't really have anything to say about them. But yeah, so for Argentina, I guess, I think I will finish Birthday by the end of the month, and Things We Lost in the Fire didn't really work super well for me, but I'm really glad that I read it. I think I did still get a lot out of it, and I feel like if you're not testing out new authors and things like that, then that's pretty boring, at least for me anyway. So hopefully that was interesting. Let me know how you felt about the short story collection, Things We Lost in the Fire. Let me know if you have any other Mariana Enríquez books that you really like and would recommend to me, or if you might think that this author is maybe just not the one for me. If you have any other Argentinian author suggestions. If you have a favorite César Aira book, let me know what it is, because I will probably almost definitely get around to that. And if you have any recommendations in general for Argentinian authors, particularly women, yeah, hit me up, let me know. I know that both Agnes and Michael read a lot of Argentinian authors, so I'll probably lurk their channels and blogs and things like that to look more into authors from this country anyway. But yeah, any thoughts and questions and so on in the comments section. If you want to lambaste me for not being super into Things We Lost in the Fire, have at it. Anyway, that's all for now, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!